transformation. But was it deliberate or accidental?
Quickly.
Lies before me. I speak, they burn.
Just a little further. Let's see. scouting it out. A hunter must sometimes invite herself in.
Surely you wish to live in more interesting times. Very well.
I'm going to play with the kitchen cats. I don't care what the door says.
On my way.
Going to hire all the refugees.
Junks and magics for sale! Mostly bloodstained free! Treato! Treato! I found it by the clown man's tent. Fought a rat for it and everything's. It's a one-of-a-kind hand with artisanal bite marks. It's worth lots. All right. Nama Lucretia says we family. Suppose that means Dribbles was too. Yeah. But don't tell nobodies I gave it to you for free. Got to protect my reputation as a tough business lord. Get your shinies and Tritos! Papa sells Trito! 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 Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you. Bye-bye now. Come back to Papa soon. Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstained free.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding dribbles? Oh, perfection. This is just what I need. His flesh has a few rat bites and his teeth are missing, but these are minor issues. I shall remake Dribbles better than before, where once he was famous, he will now become legend. And you? Here, darling, a little something from your friend, Lucretius. My circus and I can now finally leave. It's called magic, darling. Do keep up. Not this instant, so should you wish for anything from my staff, be quick. Oh, and if you do take on the absolute, do try not to end up like poor Dribbles. You are so very pretty after all. Thank you for finding Dribbles, darling. Be sure you don't forget me, hmm?
Lies before me. These things have stayed interesting.
All the coins there. My thanks. It sounds like you made quite a mess getting it, too. All in a day's work for the Lord of Murder, eh?
Our Lady. We serve only the Absolute.
Of course. Been years since we Zentrum dabbled in god worship. So easy to get them all mixed up. And you, big man. When did you start worshipping gods? Did they give your wee rodent a worm friend too?
Rodent?
Enough! You will show the Stone Lord proper respect, and you will return to the guild hall and do as we have paid you to.
You're the boss.
Wait. Flop all you wish, little fish. But MINSC has caught you!
Right. I'm sure you have all of this in hand. We'll see you in the guild hall when the job is done.
Ready. Enough circling.
Another fight. Let's go.
for the ages.
What must be done? No better moment.
Against the darkness swarming, his senses a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Killed her.
He won't stay down for long. Tell Eurylithi to protect him from the Elder Brain's influence. Quickly!
No. This one will not aid our cause. Get rid of him. Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. No, I will not be coerced into protecting him. You do not see what I do. His thoughts, his mind, pure chaos.
The Mind Flayer pours poison in your ear, I think. Tell it I will tear the prism from your grasp and throw it into the deepest lava pit I can find. Long after our bones are dust and ash, the walls of its prison will still be burning. Now help my friend!
She bluffs. Surely she would not risk the fate of all for one simple life. Fine. Have it your way.
His mind unfolds beneath yours. A still lake pulls you down into its depths. Images flash by, battles fought, and friends fallen. His rage grows colder, burrows deeper, as a familiar face crystallizes before you.
Jaheira, you
You are being dramatic.
The instant's hesitation is enough. With a sensation of terrible rending, something vast and nameless falls away from his mind.
There. It is done.
Jaheira? I do not understand.
Good. That means you're back to your old ways. We have a lot to discuss. But first, you have someone to thank.
In the sudden silence, your minds merge once more. More memories, sensations, but passing too quickly for you to track. In the same breath, you share everything that happened to you. The Nautiloid, the Absolute, the chosen of the dead three.
You saved MINSC. While he danced like a Mind Flayers meat puppet. Why?
Suggested.
You do well to heed her. Jaheira was very wise. Even before she was very old. There is someone you must meet. He is... Where is he?
Never wanted the easy path.
Where are you? Squeak, so I might know you are well. My friend, from our brief sharing of skulls, I know you have faced many strange beings, but none like this. Whatever happens, show no fear and stay your hand. Trust in MINSC. MINSC finds that the less thinking he does, the easier the trusting comes. Wait! You gaze into MINSC's soul and see his foul crimes. You smell the stench of evil upon him, pointy claws primed, ready to scratch out his eyes. I am sorry, my friend. I am at the mercy of your faultless justice. Now, if you must burrow through my blackened heart, I am ready. No? You are certain? Oh, such boundless compassion. You are all heart, and whiskers, and cute little nose. You are right, of course. There is still much evil for Boo and MINSC to stamp out. But we need not fight it alone. I have a new face to show you. But it is not a villainous one for the clawing, understand? This is Boo. And Boo, meet you? No, it is a hamster. A miniature giant space hamster. Fear not, you will learn the difference in time. Those villains locked Boo away. lest his righteous gaze cause their tadpole to flee in terror. Now we are together again. All will be exactly as... Boo! Why do you use such language? Once more, my hamster proves himself my greater half, and makes the path clear when my mind is fuzzier than his tiny bottom. He says we will join with you, and cleanse Baldur's gate of evil. Together! Boo and I are most adept in the doing of things, but as you wish. To camp then! For his heroics here today, Boo has earned the most vigorous of back scratchings.
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. The Absolute threatens thousands. The entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you. But I can only say thank you. Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end. Those misty eyes are just age. Yes, I feel myself growing older as we stand here. So, lead the way. We're yours to command. If you wish. It's, possible I was a little too quick to judge. A little too caught up in ceremony. It is a ritual, or it describes one at least. Practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. In greener days, I might have been strong enough to do it. I might be yet, with the right preparations. Do not look at me like that. I have been content to see the span of my natural years. A privilege far too few in this world can claim. I do not speak of clinging to life for its own sake, I just look back on that life's work and I wonder, is it done? The dead tree plague the world still. The city still falls prey to small minds like Gortash or lost souls like Orin. It is every harper's hope to be a light that drives out darkness. But I've lived long enough to see so many of those lights burn out, while the shadows cling stubbornly on. Knowing that, isn't it our duty to burn on if we can? To fight for as long as we are able?
I wallowed in darkness for too long. If I could extend the time I have left in the light, I think I'd take it.
Perhaps. But if the darkness is really going to swallow everything as Yusharans say, it should at least have to work for its supper. Of course, it is our way. Just as it is Death's way to meet us along the path, gently oblivious to whatever it is we want. I spent most of my life fighting those who tried to escape their end. Ketheric, Irenicus, Sarevok. That is not company I would like to keep. In truth, I had put this ritual from my mind. Until last light. Trapped in that darkness, I turned to my research again. What if I was a little stronger? As fast as I once had been. Then you came. And made the question moot. But I kept this. Just in case, I told myself. A final resort. Perhaps you were not the savior you seemed. I had learned better than to think of life as some simple tale after all. There is no guarantee of happy endings, or true heroes. I believe that still. But when I look on all that we have achieved since, I wonder perhaps it is not heroes we need. Only people who are willing to try. I do not know what manner of story that makes. But I do know that without an ending, it would be no story at all. So I will accept mine. When and however it comes. As for this city story, well, that is entirely your problem now, Cub. Ha! Do not thank me for slinging a weight around your neck. I might start to feel bad. I do mean what I say. But I am also a harper. In every honeyed word, there is a hook. But I do not plan on going anywhere just yet. And besides, you still have a tadpole in your skull. You are almost certainly going to die first. Ask it. Oh dear. Should I brace myself for some fashion advice? But I suppose you have earned better than glibness from me. It was a gift from my husband Khalid. He was a harper. A better one than me, truth be told. Any idiot can swing a sword, but to believe in the cause with the whole of your heart, a much trickier thing. He died. Alone. In pain. And far too young. Murdered by a mage who craved immortality. I'll not grant it by naming him in the same breath as my husband.
The quiet, unassuming shadow to Jaheira's strength, Khalid was another warrior who helped end the Baalspawn crisis. Shortly after, he was murdered by the mad mage John Irenicus.
I've never known a warrior to go so far out of his way to avoid a fight, which meant the few he chose. Most harpers swagger and flash their feathers to catch your attention. Khalid was quiet to a fault. And when we were married, on an upturned cart in the rainy Dalelands, he stammered so much. I've never been sure if our vows actually counted. The druid in me would like to say it was a thing of balance. The younger woman recalls rather more about a fine bottom, and the habit not to speak unless he had something to say. The songs make much of Khalid's meekness. The quiet little harper who had to keep a tight hold on his courage, but he had it when it counted. And more than that, he had compassion. When you live a harper's life, see all that a harper sees, that is by far the harder thing to hold on to. But a bard can tell you all the rest. As for all the things they cannot, well, I shall just have to keep those for myself.
So Jaheira is willing to embrace mortality, the ultimate form of retirement, and that's thanks to impressing her through your actions. Quite the compliment.
A hero of legend, passing the figurative torch onto us. We'd best not disappoint her. The thought of a scolding from Jaheira's ghost is not one I particularly relish.
A mailed fist in the Firecam armor style.
Gorgeous mail on that fist.
Cracked wooden mask with female features in the Rashemi style.
Nice mask. What's the story here?
No traps, please.
A worn but still capable warhammer, sized for a halfling.
What a hammer. Looks like it has a history too.
All right, what now?
A wood carving of a pair of wings, like an eagle's, but longer somehow.
A pair of wings.
Is that blood? No, never mind. I've got a long road ahead.
A humble turnip, preserved by drying.
Huh. Dinner?
Let's get going. No one's stopped me yet.
goes nothing.
Do not worry. Guild's friends are Tuscrunt's friends, and I don't hurt my friends.
Seemed like a good moment to
Hold
talk.
it there! Bad time to come a-visiting, my friend. This is Zhentarim territory now. Just as soon as we've purged it of guild rats. Nothing personal.
I may not have claws, but I...
Heading there.
Stalking.
Unleash me. In striking distance. Light on my feet.
Let's see. A little further. Something useful, I hope.
I've seen everything.
Ready to do some business? Give me that! Can't have this floating around loose. I thought I was meant to be the thief. So what if it is? Choosing the right allies is just common sense. You wouldn't have made it this far on your own. Big Raff doesn't own me. He's just giving me the tools to keep myself alive and to take what I want. As for what that is, well, you didn't think I planned to stop at running the Fetcher's brats, did you? You should know by now that I'm not everyone. If Raphael doesn't know that yet, he'll learn. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Baldur's Gate is home now, and the brats are my family. Nobody messes with my family. Ready to do some business? That's right, specializing in pre-owned goods. You want to trade? Talk to... Ready to do some business?
Come on now, guys. 9 fingers herself bought a very fine hat from me.
Good. The cub speaks. Huh. Not so much a term of age or affection as simple old habit. You object? And will be again. But now I shall mutter them under my breath, out of respect.
See anything you like? List your price. See anything of yours?
Don't mind the ladies' court. We're just playing a new game. What we'd call you if you joined our ranks. Where you're going, we might just let you.
We serve her still, and so do you. Leper.
Suppose I should have seen that coming. Zentarim aren't known for their loyalty, but I thought the bastards would keep to their contract at least. I'm too nice for my own good, I suppose. But I was in a pit, and you helped pull me out. For that, I'm grateful. You'll have what guild blades I can give when the time to take the Absolute comes. So, just tell me what you need to get us there. You have done plenty. Do any more, and the guild might have to take a special interest in you. Understood? Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. Ha! Which part? The Stone Lords hollowed this place out. Half my crews are fled or in hiding. When the Absolute's army arrives to wage war on the city, our best hope is to make sure they have no leaders in here willing to open the gates for them. You have a cult to kill. What do you need from me to do it?
Hardly the noblest conflict we've encountered, but criminals will have their squabbles, even in the looming shadow of utter annihilation.
Good.
Already feeling better.
The cub speaks.
Ready and waiting.
I don't like getting caught between the guild and the Zentarim. You always make enemies when you take sides in a struggle like that. And in this case, they're enemies we might not see coming until it's too late.
What do you need now?
What's on your mind?
MINSC is so amazing!
Is something burdening you? The cub speaks.
Aren't you a sight for sore?
Always good to talk, my friend.
Oakfather preserve you.
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconio was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day. Do not be afraid, Boo. She is not here. And you, bite your tongue until your eyes water and your hairs curl. Boo and Minsk have traveled far and wide, and met many fine and not so fine people. It will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize Boo for what he is. Of course, but also a miniature giant space hamster. The Drow was a cruel witch, but a clever one. She knew what Boo was right away, and she had never seen his like before. She wished to inspect his handsome magnificence, and so she did. One night, while he lay asleep, twitching his whiskers in happy dreams, she crept upon his tiny bedroll holding a knife as slim as a toothpick. She meant to spill his miniature guts and study them. I did not get the chance. Boo never sleeps deeply while evil is near. He sprang into action and almost blinded the witch. She had fled from our camp by morning when Boo told me the whole tale over a breakfast of berries and nuts. My friend, now we have settled the matter of the guild. I fear there is something I must tell you. You and Boo both. It may shock you both to know, but Minsk and this Stone Lord, they are one man. The same one man. And that same one man is Minsk. Never has Boo been more proud of my failures. I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone, attainting my thoughts with foul dung. But I see now, the dung was within Minsk all along. So I wonder, if Minsk can be a villain, and Nine Fingers a hero, must it be so with all creatures? Is there good and evil within us all? Boo calls this nonsense. Less thinking of bad thoughts, says he, and more breaking of bad bones. But still, I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend. It is strange. A worm sits within my skull, twisting my thoughts. But it is you that have made Minsk see the world anew. You, my friend, are the true parasite. There is good and evil in all. Let us go crack villainous skulls, so that the virtue might leak free. Yes, Boo. I am becoming something of a philosophizer. Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends? Then you have a sword at your side and a hamster at hand, whenever you need them. Unless I die, or you die, or you do anything at all to upset Boo. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through? Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough? Boo has a way with words that we lack. All that space in the cheeks, I am thinking. There is nothing jestful in the bond between a ranger and his companion. Before Boo, I was a typical berserker of Rashomon. Duty-bound and full of my own seriousness. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, however, they are easily ambushed. Brigands split my skull like a sodden wineskin. It was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt the great poking finger of justice, marking MINSC as its champion and Boo as my guide. As for the headache, well, justice cannot always afford to be gentle. Do not be ridiculous. If any of us is chosen by the gods, it is obviously Boo. Now, shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers. Oh? The mind of MINSC is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface, a lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is MINSC, launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster, or man. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of MINSC you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice laced, in the Rashomon style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting breeches too. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for MINSC. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots. Well, as have you, no? Do not forget that when you gaze into MINSC, MINSC also gazes into you. We both fight evil, wherever it is found. The who and where are less important than the hamsters you meet along the way. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's worms. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no? True thoughts? Meaning there are untrue thoughts? As if someone would think one thing, but say another? I do not understand.
Your minds weave into one. What you seek laid instantly bare. His single innermost thought at the very center of his mind.
I still do not understand. No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that MINSC cannot answer, then you can simply ask Boo. As you wish, but quietly. It is listening. On this matter, I have held small counsel with Boo. If the worm is lodged within our skulls, should it not be possible to simply squeeze like so? Until something pops out. Pay that noise no mind. Boo has not feasted on evil's flesh in some time, and it has set his gut to bubbling. None at all. Though Boo is tiny. Perhaps he could just crawl into our ears and... You are right, Boo. A ridiculous notion. It would be far too dark to see. How dare you? MINSC pretends at nothing, half the way or otherwise. There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge. Countless tales are told of Boo and MINSC. Many of them are so outlandish that even I do not know if they are true. Did MINSC bravely fend off the seductive vials of a succubus in the cloisters of Candlekeep? Maybe. Did he take a bath in the river Styx and temporarily forget himself? I do not remember. Did he travel with a spawn of the god of murder, who warred against his evil brethren and battled triumphantly at the throne of Baal itself? Of course! It was a splendid adventure! Oh, a curious question. Are a child and his father always alike? Take MINSC. He does not have a clear memory of the face of his father, but he does remember tugging on the thick, red whiskers that sprang from his chin. A beard for the ages. Boo could have nested there happily through even the harshest of Rashomon winters. Now, look closely at MINSC, and what do you see? Well, yes, but also... Boo is correct. No beard! There are more whiskers on his tiny face than on the mighty chin of MINSC. If MINSC did not inherit the flaming red hair of his mother, or the bushy red beard of his father, why would the spawn of Baal inherit his wickedness? I have many more thoughts about beards to share. I did not know you cared to hear them.
The cub speaks.
Another Baal spawn buried by our hand. Baal should learn better than to send his offspring against us. They might as well be babes, dropped bare bottom into the Rashomon winter. As you wish, but quietly. It is listening. No! There is a very ancient and very wise saying that MINSC lives by. He who would try to control evil must beware lest evil tricks him, steals his clothes, and kicks his backside with his own boots. I read it on the privy wall in the Blushing Mermaid many years ago. Oh, MINSC knows all about this Emperor. It has tried to introduce itself to me already. MINSC does not trust it. No. I do not think our new friend wishes to see me blubbering, Boo. MINSC is normally the strong and violent type, but if you insist on hearing a sad tale, he can tell it. This Emperor played a very cruel trick. It made me believe that something lost had been found. It came to me in dreams, wearing a face I never thought to see again. Dinah here. A witch of my homeland. She was to be the greatest of them, and I her protector. It was not easy. She was a fierce and independent cub. She did not think she needed Mother Bear MINSC to protect her. And she was right. The elders sent us out into the world, thinking it would teach her to bow a little. But it was the world that bowed to Dinah here, wherever she went. And MINSC blundered along behind. And in the end, it was she who died, protecting me. No, my friend. It is not the past I saw, but Dinah here as she would have been. Should have been. Hearing her voice again. For a moment, MINSC almost believed it. But then, the Emperor made a mistake. It did the one thing that Dinah here would never, ever do. It told MINSC exactly what he wanted to hear. Dinah here. Hers was more the habit of teaching MINSC many new ways to say the word fool. I think on what she would say to MINSC now, cowering from a creature in his own skull. Fine. If you say this tadpole is a weapon, then let us wield it. So long as it is still our hearts that guide us, yes? Or better yet, my hamster. A fine deed we have done to rid Faerun of this man. All helm hair and a haughtiness. Oh, this was the Lord Gortash we were sworn to do battle with, Boo. All the better, then! As you wish, but quietly. It is listening. More talk of tadpoles. MINSC crunched on the one of flesh and fish. Was this not enough? This astral tadpole looks a mite overripe, says Boo, by the measure of aeons. MINSC will save his appetite for evil, I think. MINSC is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Ah, you come in search of stories. It is not yet time to tuck Boo in for the night, but very well. After our adventurings with the Ballspawn, Boo had had his fill of godly flesh. So, we returned to Baldur's Gate for a time. After all, in every city there is a sweaty underbelly, crying out for a virtuous scrubbing. None better to wield a brush than MINSC and Boo. Perhaps we rubbed some villain's rump a little too raw. This MINSC does not know. One moment we stood in the city slums. The next, ambush! Then Minsk and Boo woke on the wide with stone dust in sensitive places. Aha! Perhaps this is the reason, Boo. It is not because of the legendary thickness of my skull. The mind of Minsk was occupied with important matters. I was browsing a slum vendor's stall, looking for Boo's favorite nuts. And then, I was stoned. For Minsk, those years passed as quick as a hiccup. It was long ago, then... It is now. I do not like these metal men on the streets, or the villains who hide behind them. But the new world is not so different to the old one. The city still clings to the hill. The sea still stretches on forever. And the stench of evil still makes Boo wish for a tiny peg on his nose. As long as that stench remains, no matter how old or young the world is, Minsk and Boo will not rest. You hear that, Boo? Your keen skills of observation have not gone unnoticed. Our friend wishes to consult your wisdom. So small is Boo that he is often mistaken for a pinecone, and many secrets are spoken in his hearing. He will tell what he knows. But Minsk, of course, will translate. Oh, the pale scoundrel has his charms, it cannot be denied. But, my friend, it gives me no pleasure to tell you, Astarion is not what he claims to be. Just last night, Minsk was dressing one of his many heroic wounds in camp, when Astarion stumbled upon the scene. I tell you, he grew pale as death itself. He licked his lips and trembled so violently that Minsk thought he might faint on the spot. The truth is painful, but undeniable. Astarion is a coward. How can he fight the battles to come when he grows soft at the first sight of blood? Just one moment. You are sure? And you could not have told me this before? Minsk may have been mistaken. Boo presents compelling evidence that Astarion may in fact be a vampire. Minsk has met many vampires, and never one whose smile did not hide treacherous teeth. But, as you say, this world is a strange and wondrous place. Minsk has seen the soul of an angel in a child of Baal. Once, even a kind banker. If the sun can bear to look upon Astarion's monstrous face, then so can Minsk and Boo. For now, at least. Fine lodgings you have found, my friend. Boo is already in negotiations with the guardian spirits of this place. In Baldur's Gate, they are likely to be rat-formed and eager to charge rent. But Boo shall secure safe slumber for all. Now, what do you need of Minsk? Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Boo is ready with the musings. Indeed, a berserker after my own heart. Though hers is made of hellish heat, and metal, and some manner of coin-operated device. Ha! Well, may he answer to the Archdevil herself, and may all her questions be hot pokers pressed against his flesh. But, for all his betrayings of Karlach, Gortash never for a moment bested her. Karlach remains Karlach. Even if all her parts were traded for tin and scrap, MINSC thinks this would still be so. And soon, Karlach will still be Karlach. But Karlach will also be cured. Pah! She knows. A warrior always knows. After all, do you not see the wicked gleam of wisdom in MINSC and Boo's own eyes?
Always good to talk, my friend.
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring. MINSC is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Boo is ready with the musings. Who is Halsen? Oh, the tiny puny elf with leaves in his hair and dirt under his fingernails. His name is Haletosin. How very unfortunate. Ah! MINSC saw the druid chasing himself in circles and sniffing his own butt last night. He has spent too long as a wolf and not enough as a man. No, Boo! The druid did not beat MINSC at the arm wrestling. It was not a fair match, and it turned into an owlbear midway through, and there was grease on the tree stump. Make sure you are refreshed before we set out again, friend. The road to justice is paved with kicked buttocks. MINSC is an open book. Boo is ready with the musing. MINSC knows her people well. The skin of the world is thin up in Resheman, and it is easier there for things to slip between the planes. Sometimes these are wonders from other worlds. Sometimes warriors, hungry for plunder. Such visitors have inspired a saying among my people. The children of Gith live long and forget the face of death. And so they come to Resheman to be reminded. They are raiders, so they raid. MINSC's people are berserkers, and so they get a little grumpy at this. It is no bone-deep blood feud, as it is with the Red Wizards of Thay. No, MINSC has no hatred for Githyanki. It is a fine thing to fight against them. And a fine thing to fight beside them too, I think. Besides, the children of Gith alone have witnessed a sight that I have long yearned to behold.
And for a moment, you share in a vision tinged with his awe. Imaginings of the astral sea, an immense horde of wild space hamsters drifting in the endless expanse.
The Githyanki may have MINSC of Resheman's ire, sometimes healthy servings of his sword. But for this, and this alone, they shall always have his respect. You will grow to like Jaheira's incense in time. Like chewing herbs and soap, yes? MINSC is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Boo is ready with the music. A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring. Minsk is an open book, with many... Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough? Ah, you speak of Minsk's misshapen skull. It is true. I once suffered a most heroic head wound. Before Boo, I was a typical berserker of Rashomon. Duty-bound and full of my own seriousness. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, however, they are easily ambushed. Brigands split my skull like a sodden wineskin. It was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt the great poking finger of justice, marking Minsk as its champion and Boo as my guide. As for the headache, well, justice cannot always afford to be gentle. Ha! The way you tell the tale, it sounds almost silly. Now, shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers. What is it, my friend? Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Who is ready with the musings? You will grow to like Jahira's incense in time. Like chewing herbs and soap, yes? As you wish, but quietly. More talk of tadpoles. This astral tadpole looks a mite overripe, says Boo. By the measure of aeons. It is not a matter of Minsk trusting you. It is his stomach that might prove treacherous. But... fine. Minsk will dine on the little rockworm, if that is what you truly wish. You come to speak of the last time Minsk stood watch? The snoring, it was Boo. Miniature as Boo is, he is also giant. You will need to make room for us, my friend. Boo is at your back. Well, Minsk is. Life is simple, and so is Minsk. This city reeks of evil. Or perhaps Boo just needs to bathe. Another day, another dungeon.
No time to rest.
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring.
Do what must be done.
What is it, my friend?